been a week, reports coming out that Pokémon Go sold 30 billion images that you've taken. It turns out ChatGPT can be used to sell your house. Well, kind of. Consulting firm McKinsey internal AI was hacked by just one person. Seedance 2.0 paused worldwide release, and there's a race to create an official AI-free stamp. So let's dive into it. Remember when we were all wandering around parks in 2016 desperately trying to catch Snorlax? Well, turns out we weren't just Pokemon trainers, we were just plain old unpaid AI trainers. Yep, the company behind Pokemon Go has taken 30 billion images we uploaded over the last 10 years and used them to train a large geospatial model. And what are they doing with this accurate 3D map of the physical world? Well, they're selling it, of course, to companies such as Coco Robotics to help them train their delivery robots. See, all your hard work is finally paying off. You're just not getting any money for it, which is fine. You didn't want any money for it anyway, right? Right. According to their CEO, getting Pikachu to realistically run around and getting Coco's robot to safely and accurately move through the real world is actually just the same problem. So next time delivery robot narrowly misses a pothole, you can say, I helped. Of course, people aren't exactly pleased with the whole unpaid labor thing, but the clause to harvest data was buried right there in the terms of service, which I know you absolutely did read, but it was late at night and you might have accidentally, skipped a line or two. Look, it happens. 500 million people install this app in 60 days, 30 billion images later, and we built the most detailed street level data visualization in history, and we didn't even get a thank you email. Not even a shiny Charizard for our troubles. A Florida father of 3 just used ChatGPT to sell his house in 5 days, because paying a real estate agent 6% to unlock a front door and say, there you go guys, this is the kitchen. It's just, it's just so 2025. Robert used AI for the entire journey from pricing, staging, and writing the listing to the house. And it worked, pulling in 5 offers in just 3 days, saving what he says is an estimated 3% brokerage fees, which in today's economy might just be enough to get an extra tank of gas. Now, Robert claims that AI did everything, but he still had to pay for access to MLS, the place people actually go to look for houses, and he still had to pay a human attorney to review the AI-generated contract created by ChatGPT. I'm assuming he did this to make sure, he actually wasn't selling his 4-bedroom house for a pack of magic beans. Now that would make for a cool story. But like all cool stories on the internet, people had, let's just say, differing opinions, with some saying this is the end of realtors and others happy to see them getting replaced. While one Reddit user made a good point that it's actually been doable for a while to sell a house. It's just the fact that some people, find outsourcing a bit more convenient. With all that said, will AI replace the real estate agents? Maybe, but probably not entirely. Until ChatGPT can automate the full process and legally take the blame for the undisclosed leaky roof, I think estate agents and lawyers will still be around for a little while longer. And McKinsey, the consulting firm that charges huge amounts to tell companies how to use AI safely, had their own internal AI system hacked by a one-person cybersecurity firm using AI, which is both hilarious and kind of ironic. Code War, which is apparently just one guy named Paul Price, hacked McKinsey's internal AI platform called Lily and gained access to over 46 million chat messages, 57,000 user accounts, and 384,000 AI assistants. So less time than my kids trying to pick a movie. The really good part is that Code Wall used their own AI agent to do the hacking, and the AI agent itself suggested McKinsey as a target. It looks like even the robots know who they need to take down a peg or two. The timing is a bit unfortunate though, considering that McKinsey has been telling people that they're at the forefront of AI adoption, with some reports claiming AI consulting now accounts for 40% of their revenue. They did fix the vulnerability within hours and say no client data was accessed, which is them trying to say, nothing to see here guys, just don't report on it anymore, okay? Either way, if you're a company that just hired McKinsey for an AI strategy, maybe ask them how their internal AI is doing these days, just to break the ice. ByteDance, the company behind TikTok, launched their AI video generator Seedance 2.0 in China back in February, has now had to pause worldwide release, because apparently creating hyper-realistic clips featuring celebrity likeness and copyrighted content without permission isn't something that Hollywood is particularly pleased about. That's right, being able to generate Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt brawling in a post-apocalyptic wasteland is a no-no. Now Hollywood responded the way Hollywood does. Lawyers. Disney, Netflix, Paramount hit ByteDance with a cease and desist nearly faster than you can generate a copyrighted infringed AI video. Netflix actually called Seedance a high-speed piracy engine, though definitely acting more like a high-speed way to get sued. The MPA, SAG, and a couple of US senators all jumped in, and ByteDance have now suspended the global rollout that's meant to happen this month. Now ByteDance have said that they respect intellectual property rights and are strengthening safeguards, so Seedance might still be released, but who knows. What I do know, however, is there's a race happening right now to create official AI-free logo. Like the Fair Trade has a little stamp that says your coffee wasn't being exploited by farmers, except this time it's saying that your book or film wasn't actually made by exploiting AI. that has no rights, of course. The BBC counted at least 8 different groups trying to launch their own version, which is ironic because the whole point is having one universal standard that everybody recognizes. Some of the standards you can just download for free, others charge publishers for actually auditing the work to make sure that no sneaky AI snuck in anywhere. The problem is no one can agree what AI free means anymore. AI is baked into so many tools now, drawing the line is generally complicated, like is spell check okay? What about autocorrect? Grammarly? Where does it end? Either way, publishers like Faber are already stamping human written stamps on books, and film studios are adding disclaimers saying no Gen AI was used. Whether this becomes the new norm or just something that creates more confusion, we'll have to see. That's it for me. I'm currently testing a new video idea, so sadly, no video next week, but I'll see you the week after.